All right. What would you do with $1 million? I don't know what I would do with $1 million. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people in the world that don't know what to do with $1 million. So I thought to make an interview, a mini interview, you know what I'm saying? Asking one of my good friends that deals with money and flips houses what he would do. And he gave some good advice, you know what I'm saying? And I'd like to share that with y'all. I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and comment on this channel. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting in so much work. I've been doing a lot. Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see the consistency? Y'all don't see me, you know what I mean? Y'all don't see me try, y'all don't see me trying to do something here. So y'all ain't doing nothing here, huh? That's what I ain't doing nothing here. That's what it is. Come on. All right, y'all. So today we got a close friend of mine named Bull. You know what I'm saying? I thought about him. I was driving home from work and I was like, I want to do a video about like some finances. You know what I'm saying? Some investing. And I thought, I was like, okay, what about a meal? Everybody think a meal. You know what I'm saying? Think about what would you do with $1 million. But I was like, okay, today I got Bull. I'm gonna ask him 3 solid questions that I know and I feel he can give a good answer on them. You know what I'm saying? So, what's going on, Bull?
Man, what's going on? Hey, thank you for having me on, Curtis. Glad to be on the show. Welcome to all your audience. Hey, my name is Howarddbullard, the Bullard Organization, TDO Home Solutions.
Okay.
We do great in real estate, and I'm glad to be on the show to come talk to you about some finance.
Okay, I appreciate that. So, all right, everybody. So the first question, I want to start with the meal, but I'm not gonna do that. So the first question I'm gonna ask you is, if you only had 1,000, well, I ain't gonna say only. If you had like $1,500, what would you do with it? How would you invest that?
So I went through this kind of the phase of what we're about to talk through.
Okay.
And my own personal journey. And I just talked to you about my own personal journey. So
okay.
Early on in my finance quest to financial freedom, I got into Dave Ramsey,
okay.
And one of his books said that, keep $1,000 in cash. So my thing is that with your early monies, you want to get rid of all your early expenses, stuff that can take all your money away. Like it's nothing worse than having $1,500 but $1,400, $14.99 in bills, so you only got $1 left.
Right.
That don't make any sense. So
okay,
you got to get rid of all the bloodsuckers from taking away your $1,500. So if you can get rid of that, and then you can hold on to that for a rainy day, because if you ain't prepared for Murphy to happen, then Murphy will happen, and you hold on to that cash just for, so you can continue to grow cash. You continue to do the things that help you get to that $1,500. So, i.e., you're working your job, put in a little bit of extra overtime, you buckle down and then really start to stack your money up. But you got to keep all the bloodsuckers away from taking the money that you start with.
Okay. All right. Okay. So basically what he's saying, how I took it, y'all, is he's basically saying, if you got 1,500, basically you want to knock out, like say you got a car note is like $2,000 left on your car, and it's taking $300 a month. Try to knock that off, so that's $300 in your pocket that ain't eating. You know what I'm saying, eating the money. So that's what you're talking about, right? That's how you trying to, like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. So hey, gems. All right. So is there anything that you could like invest with that 15 though, or you think you'll need a little bit more, or?
So you can invest with your $1,500.
Okay.
Yes, you can invest it with your $1,500 in something that I love is a Roth IRA.
Okay.
So you can get a Roth IRA and start to invest with either Charles Schwab or Vanguard. I use Charles Schwab personally.
Okay.
But you can put your money in there, but then it's a consistent basis where you're dropping your money in on a consistent basis. So, and it's not, it's every time you get paid, even if you're only throwing $20,
right?
And every time you get paid, every little bit counts, and then before you know it, your money have been shot way up in the air, without you even realizing it.
Okay.
So that's the way I would say you probably want to invest it a safe way so you can keep it. You don't want to give it away.
Okay,
cool. A safe way to keep it.
All right.
Investing in yourself, and then also just trying to do anything you can do to continue to grow onto that $1,500 without losing it.
Okay, cool. So gems. Okay, that's gems right there. All right, so Bal. So I got 2 more questions. You know what I'm saying? 2 more money amounts. So what would you do if you had 100,000?
Okay, so 100,000 was a big money mark for me.
Okay.
Many years ago. So I always wanted to make it to $100,000, and it was so hard to make $100,000 for some reason.
Okay.
Once I made $100,000, I realized how easy it was, and I duplicated that same process over and over and over again.
Okay. I hear that a lot, but go ahead.
So $100,000 now. Key thing is this. Now going forward, invest in what you know.
Okay.
So the things that you do on a daily basis, like if you're gaming or how you getting your money or how you earning your income, invest your money there, right?
Okay.
The quicker you can start investing, the better off you'll be. So my investing was real estate. So I'm primarily in real estate investing with TBL Home Solutions.
Okay.
And one of the things that we specialize in is fix and flips. So we, purchased a house, did some market research, purchase a house, and then we ended up going in and fixing up the house, had some money out of pocket, and then we ended up turning around and selling the house, and we made a good profit on it, and then we were able to continue to duplicate that process till we made, over, $100,000 a day and over $100,000.
Okay.
On our coming deals.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So that's a smart deal. I've thought about that. I talked to my sister a little bit about that. Also, well, I got 2 more questions. I'm sorry. Okay. So, let's do the meal first. What would you do with $1 million? And then I'm gonna ask you that last question, and then that'll be it. Go ahead.
Okay. So $100,000 was the amount marker, but then $1 million was another amount. But the $1 million, believe it or not, was easier to get than $100,000.
What the heck? Okay.
So because it is because I was already invested in what I know. So look at $1 million like this: is that okay? How much purchasing power do you have? You have $10 million in purchasing power. You have $1 million, right? So what can you put that $1 million in to continue to bring you money where you're not losing that money? So going back to that same, invest in what you know, and making sure you understand what you're doing with your $1 million, and then you can invest it into, for me, it was more investing into more real estate. Now you can do stock market. People love the stock market, and like how I spoke about with the index fund with or your Roth IRA, people love those things as far as the stock market goes. But real estate, for me personally, I would do real estate. I do real estate. And you have $10 million worth of investing power. You can partner up with people to build on bigger and more beautiful buildings. If you hear about the big $20 and $30 million properties, these people don't have all of that in cash. The only thing they do is they have the down payment money, and it might be a team of 3 and 4 people probably get together, 5 people maybe get together to buy a big building that's cash flowing for them beautifully. So you're not losing this money. You gaining this money sitting here, and it's paying you on a monthly basis. So that's where you want to be at with $1 million. And the key thing is this. I talk about, it's not about how much money you spend, it's about how much money you keep.
Okay.
So if you're given $1 million a day, don't spend not a red cent of it. Make sure you be able to try to invest it or find a vehicle to invest it in, and then pour it all in there. Don't spend the money that you're given, that you directly taxed. You know, if you have to spend something, try to make it passive first. Make it turn into passive income first, and then you spend that.
Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff because I'm gonna put it like this. There's a lot of things that are simple that I just don't have no knowledge of, but it'd be so simple. You know what I'm saying? Like how you just said, you might see somebody trying to catch a $20 million building, but it'd be 4 people or 5 people. I'm thinking, okay, I gotta try to find this whole, you know what I'm saying? I gotta try to find this whole 20 mil to, you know what I mean? So that helped a lot. Okay, I appreciate that. Now, last question. I've been asking this a lot because I don't know if I'm gonna try to do this or not, but would you buy a house and rent it out, or would you buy a house and Airbnb it? Which one's better?
Depending on you. So it's depending on the investor himself.
Okay.
So if you're a type of investor that you want to kind of set it and forget it, you know, you can't necessarily do anything.
Right.
But you can. But a rental house, depending on what type of, you know, you got a lot of issues in your house, then you got to correct that stuff. But if you don't have a lot of issues, then you barely ever talk to your tenants, you know. But then you do an Airbnb, then you do it a little bit more constant. Now you can make more from Airbnb.
Okay.
You know, historically, I've made much more in Airbnb than what I did just with rentals.
Okay.
I made much more. But you have to do a little bit more with those. Like, you know, you have to talk a little bit more, and then the tax is a little bit different, and the insurance is a little bit different. So you just have to play with those numbers. But that's the difference. Is whether you want to be a little bit more engaged or less engaged. Okay. And I think that's the difference.
Okay, because when I was thinking about it, I was thinking more of a like, okay, say I buy a house and I rent it, the money's constant. I know I'm gonna get this. Well, it's constant. I know if somebody's in there, I'm gonna get this every month. You see what I'm saying? Well, then when it comes to the air, but the downside of that is if nobody's in it, it's on me. It falls on me. And then with the Airbnb, it's like, okay, you have to get constant flow for it to be every month. You see what I'm saying? That's where my mind went when I was thinking about it. So I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah. And I mean, and you know, if you're on it, you understand the market you're in. You know, your house rarely will go vacant or empty. People move out. You have to go in and do a little bit of maintenance, yes, right. And that happens. Right. You know, these are things in real estate that you just have to account for. Right. But the flip side to it is that it's such a beautiful market. It's a beautiful game. I love it. Okay. My family loves it. We've done really well. Okay. We pay attention to what's going on inside our market. So, you know, I would be blessed to not have hardly any months. Our vacancies rates are well over 95%. So what meaning this is that if you calculate all our months of having somebody in there versus the months that are not in there, then, you know, you can get a little equation in there. So the times when we didn't have anybody in the house was only because we were fixing it up or prepping it for the next tenant. So it was very minimal. So we've been very blessed with what real estate has done for us.
Okay. I appreciate you. Then again, y'all, that's Bull. Yeah. I know about Bull, you know what I'm saying? Dope guy. When it comes to life and when it comes to finances, this guy, he got some knowledge, man, y'all. And if y'all would like me to interview this guy to get his backstory, put it in the comments, all right? Do that for me. Go ahead, Bull. If you got anything else you want to say, go ahead and say it, bro.
Hey, much love. Hey, you guys looking for a home? You need some help with home? You need advice with buying a home? Hey, hit me up. My team will be glad to help you guys out. Curtis will put my email in the comment section. It's Howarddbullard@yahoo.com. Shoot me an email. Right. If you guys need any help, I'm here as for service. Okay. And to help people out when their financial goals.
Right. Cool. I will do that. And if you got a logo or something, and you can send me that the transparent thing, I'll put it up there too as well.
Okay.
That was a blessing. I appreciate you, Bull, and that's all, y'all.
Okay, bye you guys. Yay.